Neatia ena eye Asasi Radio after a year the OSP a release a statement e ka kire Ghana for say Ken Ofori-Atta e kromfo na yato nsa afre ne se omra na ome yi nyoma bia no nsem bia no na Ghana sika sembi ene kronu bia oboye no ya hwehwem ahu se ne ho bom into ombra yate krom ha ana a special prosecutor eba bontene ebe ka kire se ende yesa de Ken Ofori-Atta ato FBI wanted list so ema ende ewiase Ken Ofori-Atta eye kromfo tetwe amoabo aten a wo china for anchority na fata otwa no ho na chekere ne den because oyewi or a dangerous human being. Now, the special prosecutor Ekasawie no, endi a day, and yet say asase 99.5 Gabi Ochida kodia Ken Ofori-Atta nebusi ni Gabi Ochida ko a onene chekere man no at the end of the day yebu some questions no omo dia and on publish letter bi ewo omo page so say Ghana for mumbra na OSP na dia oye na nye every say Abrochire hospital bi out the letter ba say or mobile be Ken Ofori-Atta surgery intina nke ni se Ken Ofori-Atta no special prosecutor a release the statement and say he is a wanted man around the world. I did not release this letter. This letter was released by Asase Radio 99.5 NPP for dia Gabi Ochida kodia propaganda tool omo da Ghana for. Inti omo ba na omo de letter we beto say letter ni letter ni free hospital bi a friend no Mayo clinic na hospital no hospital bi a Minnesota Abrochire America na na Ken Ofori-Atta ekoye surgery no. We didn't say anything because the lawyers of Ken Ofori-Atta they should know better. At least they should have sent this letter to the special prosecutor even before the date a special prosecutor can say obe release statement to say Ken Ofori-Atta or suddenly to back on the wanted list. What stopped Ken Ofori-Atta lawyers? Say what was stopping them? Because when you look at the date on the letter, April, meaning say who study letter the date shaswa. Second letter no all the way in April. Let me enlarge it. Send a Ghana Nibia ebehu. May 15th. And I shall letter na Sakanye. Inti ultimately say Sakan letter we say no cry. That means Ken Ofori-Atta and the lawyers they got hold of this letter way before 2nd June. Special prosecutor can say or they Ken Ofori-Atta ebeto wanted list. So from the 5th of May, ebesinde and ebesi the 2nd of June, what were the lawyers of Ken Ofori-Atta waiting for? Did they officially send a letter to the special prosecutor say before on the 2nd bedroom sa letter when yenya sa hospital when they so you can take this letter and verify that it is true Ken Ofori-Atta is going to go under the knife and I say yeba be no surgery because we have prostate cancer. The OSP after this letter was put in the system by Gabi Ochida Asasi Radio. What the OSP did was that he also came out and issued a statement. And then the OSP kaye Ebian Nsanka Mumianko read the OSP and our special prosecutor no the statement on this letter. The office of the special prosecutor has become aware, and this was released on the 3rd of June 2025 that means on the 2nd now or issue red alert and it took Ken Ofori-Atta the next day and or day or issue that statement remember a year later now Gabi Ochida kumo edbetom radio station say when a letter a free hospital for America a year Ken Ofori-Atta de abano sa letter no released on the 2nd the same day now a year your car Ken Ofori-Atta has been put back on the criminal list. Into on the 3rd, which is the next day, the special prosecutor so released a statement about that letter also because Ken Ofori-Atta lawyers, Frank Davis, they were sitting on radio referring to that letter, say because of that letter, OSP, the decision he took was a wrong decision. Now, Yambuta said the OSP, did he have that letter in his possession? No, it was that letter, and I said we need letter, no. The office of the special prosecutor has become aware of a publication on online media purporting to be a letter from a hospital containing alleged medical report on Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. We wish to place on record that neither Mr. Ofori-Atta nor his lawyers have submitted any such letter to the OSP. OSP say when we letters be call round ebi was as radio and circulate to a system nim and the lawyers of Ken Ofori-Atta speaking to the letter say a letter sebio almost Ken Ofori-Atta and the hospital be our America aba say chere say ye ba be no operation. Special prosecutor say opese oka esimu pi say Ken Ofori-Atta and answer the lawyers obi eni wa all this krata we akere no inti he has no knowledge about krata we inti o sisupi or Magana Fatiasie says, so what krata we was as radio gabidia say a year Ken Ofori-Atta operation in America. Now a lawyers then letter we about on a special prosecutor. All Ken Ofori-Atta so ombra or so ombano o nim letter no she until letter no wasem obia for letter mbreno Ken Ofori-Atta man letter and a Ken Ofori-Atta lawyers obia di wa or the letter abeshe sim. It is a letter by the 5th of May ebesine which is the 3rd of June. No, nobody has handed over any letter from any hospital obia man letter bia. Now we'll read the rest of the statement. I'm a there. The only correspondence received from this or his legal representatives is a letter notifying the OSP of a change in his medical condition and on their say so. It is notable that this alleged hospital letter has been circulated through the media rather than submitted to the law enforcement agency actively investigating him and responsible for decision regarding his return to Ghana. Special prosecutor and Kasa Emuno or say opese omagana for tia say the only letter Ken Ofori-Atta and the lawyers Edia Breno a letter na chere say Ken Ofori-Atta sebio change in his medical condition and on their say so say Ken Ofori-Atta yare. But there was no letter say yebe Ken Ofori-Atta den surgery a doctor and I say the only correspondence received from his legal representative is a letter notifying the OSP of a change in his medical condition and on their say so. Inti osi letter ebeka nsano na a letter omtroba ebeka say Ken Ofori-Atta ehomfa no. Now there was no letter ebeka nsa kire say Ken Ofori-Atta ya she data Ken Ofori-Atta ekoye surgery. Ana specifically yare Ken Ofori-Atta yare ye kwa akoye no ye de sekan koka na ana say ye koye surgery. Inti special prosecutor na me yehu at least letter nsaka. And that letter no krampo no e baye time o issue the first red alert inti ono otegana no sa letter na e was system ni ma ono so ehu bi no nensa enka sa letter no lawyers of Ken Ofori-Atta eman letter and a Ken Ofori-Atta nkata so eman letter. To date, no certified medical records or official document from any hospital authority has been submitted to the OSP indicating that Mr. Ofori-Atta is incapacitated or unable to travel to Ghana. Or see ebesinne. So time or issue red alert ni biom etu Ken Ofori-Atta so no. Hospital bia ni wiase and I say a medical record bia ya certified bia ni wiase ye dia brand say Ken Ofori-Atta yare to the point to say on to me to kwan and I say on to me enye de emfa no ho and I say on nante into on special prosecutor de on better Ghana 40 as say krata bia mekan nsa say Ken Ofori-Atta yare ma yare abona to ho on to me nante and I say on to me to kwan emma Ghana em ento to na no. This was the response from the special prosecutor. So the question here is, Frank Davis more lawyer to Ofori-Atta omuti radio so edidi atem ekekan kwasi asem no. The question is, as a lawyer, say letter no munsemo why are you not handing over the letter to the special prosecutor? Now we decided to do something. And this is the first stage of what we want to do. The reason why I am visiting the story or showing you this is because we have also activated another stage of checking say Ken Ofori-Atta letter na circulating no. It is true a letter I'm trying to where is it? Come out. Okay. So nothing is back. Okay. All right. Yes, inquiries. And some people are what I say. This is the first step we have taken. So we decided to email the hospital to ask them about Ken Ofori-Atta. Say a true Ken Ofori-Atta a patient. Now you need to understand say hospitals of America no omo mrabibra ebo patient and maybe their doctor confidentiality. Inti enya their doctor beka the patient natural. It is a very, very important say obeti sadi anasi. So we decided to say, okay, we are also going to take a step. We are going to start a process, and this is the first stage of the process. We are going to send the hospital an email and inquire about the letter. We wanted to know whether the letter was legitimate and it's coming from the Mayo House Clinic. Say, in fact, Ken Ofori-Atta letter way every clinic one as every clinic can they confirm? Remember, this is the first stage of our investigations. They have sent us an email. We are going to follow up tomorrow. But so far, we want to show you this. And then people will know what we are doing. So I actually personally, I emailed the hospital. Now, when you look at this mail, it came from me. I emailed the hospital and I asked them about Ken Ofori-Atta letter na circulating. And I made them understand my company. I gave them my company number, everything, so they understand that they are dealing with a media house in America and that they have to at least respond to me query. Now, from Kevin Taylor, sent Thursday, June 3rd, 2025, 9:20 p.m. Thursday, Endra, Anajo, 9:20, and I'm sending sa email. No? Now, to Mayo Clinic Press, Mayo News Bureau, subject, external press inquiry, patient letter verification. So that is the letter that I sent to the hospital. And I want you to know, now I'm on with the first stage. Yeah, we are activating the second stage because we want to verify that letter. Say a hospital way, a chain hospital, one of the most respectable hospitals in America. In fact, we want to make sure we protect the integrity of the hospital, and also to make sure say any letter be a hospital no, or more letterhead so and some doctor was no, so letter no a legitimate letter from that hospital. Now, so already letter I'm sending you and I say email I'm sending you now. This is what it says. Hello, I'm writing to inquire about verifying a letter that appears to be signed by a doctor from the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Ahmed Abdul Rahim, regarding his patient, Kenneth Ofori-Atta. Mr. Ofori-Atta is the former finance minister of Ghana, who currently has an arrest warrant pending and has been listed on FBI and Interpol wanted list by the Ghana government. The letter has been released by a news media outlet in Ghana, and I attached the letter. And I also attached the statement from the special prosecutor. So I attached the letter and I attached the special prosecutors wanted the poster now or release by Abonteno. Now about second paragraph, this is what I said. I said I'm a journalist based in the United States covering issues of corruption and politics in Ghana. I am working on a story about Mr. Ofori-Atta and his efforts to evade prosecution in Ghana. I would like to know if you could provide comments on this letter. There has been some speculation that this letter is forged. Would you be able to confirm if this is a legitimate letter from a doctor at the Mayo Clinic? Now, please see the alleged letter and relevant documents about this story. And then I attached everything. I said, feel free to contact me. So I actually sent this email to the Mayo Clinic, specifically the Minnesota clinic now, almost a Hona Ken Ofori-Atta surgery. No? So I just did clarification. Now, what was their response? Anytime I make the lawyers of Ken Ofori-Atta say, if they really have that letter, and in America, no, they really, really respect patient doctor confidentiality. Hospitals don't mess around with that. Doctors don't mess around with that. So it is so difficult for a hospital to give you any information about a patient. But so we read the letter now. You could see, sir, I was asking about the letter. I wasn't actually asking about the patient medical records. But even that, it is difficult to penetrate. So why is it not so easy for Frank Davis to hand over this letter to the special prosecutor? Now share the response from the hospital. Team, are we good? Team. All right, good. Now, this is the response from the hospital. And the response, as you can see, 9:30 a.m. tonight, and a response from the hospital. The lady's name is Sharon. She said, regarding your email, we are committed to patient privacy. We cannot disclose whether or not any specific individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. So we can't deny and we can't also confirm. We are not admitting and we are not denying. Or say, regarding your email, that was the response from the Mayo Clinic. Say, regarding your email, we are committed to patient privacy. We cannot disclose whether or not any special individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. Any specific individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. Best regards, Sharon, Communications Manager, International Media Relations, Communications Department, Mayo Clinic, 200 First Street, Southwest, Rochester, Minnesota, 55905. Omo response to me and then say, omo rusa omo de hospital on a chere say, patient bien wa omo betuma kan ho asem e de akere public or the media. In fact, what they are trying to tell me is say, omo ntumi nkan kire me whether Ken Ofori-Atta is a patient there or not a patient there. Now, it lies now on Frank Davis, the lawyer of Ken Ofori-Atta, to tell us, said hospital no crampo say, because of the rules governing their work in America, no, they cannot give us a name or confirm, because right now they are not confirming or denying. They are staying in the middle. They are telling you, we cannot do that. Whether it's a patient here or not a patient here, we cannot give you any information. Now, I want to ask Frank Davis, Frank Davis, what is stopping you from having a press conference and reading this letter and telling Ghanaians that you actually received this letter from Mayo Clinic in Minnesota and that you are officially handing over the letter to the special prosecutor? What is stopping him from doing that? Team. It is our share. The forged letter. Mr. P, get me the letter. Let me show you something. Mama Chow. So we read this forged letter now. Mama Chow, where the inconsistency is. Mama Chow letter no mo de abeto abontene say Ken Ofori-Atta yare na oyeden obeko hospital. Maybe chow the inconsistencies in that letter. And when I be say the letter to me for now until Ken Ofori-Atta's lawyers come out to tell us say that letter is from the hospital. No, I can tell you, sir, from my experience and the little reading I've done and the little detailing I've done, that letter, even the wording in that letter is not right. That letter, Mr. P, Mr. S, get me the letter. Thank you very much. Let me show you something. Letter in here. Mama can't even show letter in. This is the letter. Let me break it down. I shall DB. So I letter now the buyer say Ken Ofori-Atta letter ya the Free Hospital say okay surgery. One letter way. Now when you read the letter, this is the letter, right? The fonts are wrong. The fonts they used are not even the right fonts. So that is one. Now in America, no doctor. Now read the letter now. I am writing to inform you that Mr. Ofori-Atta has undergone Ken Ofori-Atta has undergone an MR guided biopsy and has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Nobody spells, no medical practitioner will spell prostate cancer with a capital P and a capital C. Nobody will do that in America. No doctor will emphasize and spell prostate cancer in the capital P and the capital C. You will not get that. This letter that they have published in Ghana, say if you hospital and the Matrakoma hospital, no, they don't want to deny, they don't want to fine. I get it. Now, no doctor will write prostate cancer in capital P and capital C. No doctor will do that. Make sure the inconsistencies in the letter. Now, so the final part of the letter, what did it say? It says, please feel free to contact me if you require any additional information or have further questions. If a doctor writes this and I sent an email concerning that letter, because when you read the letter, the doctor is actually writing, not to Ofori-Atta. The doctor is writing to an agency or anybody who wants to further inquire about this letter. If the doctor has put there that feel free and contact me, or feel free to contact me if you require any additional information or further questions, then why do you think the hospital is telling me that they are not allowed? The rules and the law does not even allow them to talk about a patient. But for a doctor to even write, to go to that extent of telling us, if you feel free, we should feel free to contact them. Contact him on what? When you read a composition, everything is wrong. When you look at the wedding, when you look at how they basically separated the first paragraph from the second and the third, you can see clearly the font size is wrong. The English is not even an American English. And when I say American English, the way the sentences are composed are not sentences. A medical doctor or America or such a high-profile hospital, he will never write this letter. This is the first stage in this crime. The reason why Frank Davis, Ofori-Atta lawyer, is refusing to put this letter out and coming out to hand it over to the special prosecutor, for the special prosecutor to follow up on it, is because for now, I can tell you this letter is fake. How can you be writing a dear sir or madam letter now? How can you be writing to whom it may concern? Americans don't write that. No doctor in America will write a letter and put to whom it may concern in 2025. No doctor in America will write to whom it may concern. No doctor will spell prostate cancer with a capital P and a capital C. No doctor will tell you that feel free and contact me. For what? This letter you are seeing, it was cooked by Gabi Ochedako. It was cooked by MPP Asasi Radio. That is why I have emailed them. Now, I am going to respond to them with some facts. And I know by next week, they will come out to tell me the letter itself, if they are the ones who put that letter together. So I've shown you the stage one, the step we have taken. We are going to take another step to make sure we get to the bottom of this letter. To let Ghanaians know, say, nobody or none of these guys in the LPP, Frank Davis on Kanokre or a true. If Frank Davis himself let away a legitimate letter and called the letter away, he will walk to the office of the special prosecutor and tell the special prosecutor to do his own checks. Because it will be so easy for the special prosecutor to call this hospital, introduce himself, and let them know that he is calling to verify. And because of the position the special prosecutor occupies, the hospital will have no option than to respond to him. Because when this letter was being written, who were they writing the letter to? I'm asking the MPP and Frank Davis. Who was the doctor writing the letter to? Who were they writing to? Was he writing the letter to Ofori-Atta, or he was writing the letter to an agency or to an authority? We want to know. Because when you say to whom it may concern, it means the letter is not being written to Ofori-Atta. It's being written to an office, a higher authority, an office that will interrogate the letter. So who were they writing this letter to? Guys, the MPP, you cannot trust them. They are criminals. They have been doing this for years. And anytime on their side they will be able to get away with it. They don't get any consequence. And they think they can still do these things and get away with it. I'm going to follow this up. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'll bring you all the facts. The lies that Ofori-Atta is lying to people. So hospital natural letter where they will let us know. And we will let Ghanaians know. I don't have anything to hide. Any response I'll get, we are pushing from another angle with some facts and some details. Anything we get from the hospital, I will not edit to one thing. I will put everything out. And then we will all, at the end of the day, know who is lying.